I'm going to show you two quick concentric circle crafts to do while you're learning about the artist Vasily Kandinsky. So Kandinsky did a lot of circles in his art, so we are going to do some in ours today as well. So the first one it's going to involve different pieces of colored paper. So it'll be really nice and fun for your little one to practice drawing circles. As you can see, mine look more like ovals. But practice drawing circles. They don't need to be perfect at all, or you can find various sizes of cups to trace around, you know, the tops and the bottoms in all different sizes. So then you can work on your cutting skills and cut them all out. Now you can leave them like this, or if you have little ones that really like to cut, they can just make some little fringes on the end if they want, just kind of like that. It's a fun little activity, but we don't have to do that. But what we're going to do is make a flower out of our circles here. So then you can kind of give them a lesson on kind of spatially how, you know, we arrange these. We got to go from the biggest to the smallest so that they can help you figure out which one's the biggest, and then the next, and then the next, and then the next. So what we'll do is put some glue on the bottom of the biggest, and we'll just glue that right smack to the bottom, to the paper here on the bottom. So that'll be the big part of my flower. And then you just want to keep going down with your different colors, your different pieces of paper. This is a really fun activity to do with old newspaper, wallpaper, even wrapping paper, any scrap paper. Or, you know, old magazines. There's so many different ways that you can do this. But if you have a lot of construction paper lying around, this is a good way to use it. Stick glue would work just as well for this. In fact, it might be a little bit less messy, but school glue works as well. So you just want to make sure that you're just going down in size as you go up. So it's a nice, fun lesson on circles and sizing of things. Got my last one here. And then just for fun, just because I wanted to make it look kind of like a flower, I have a black button. I'm going to put right there in the middle. You don't have to do that, totally optional. There's a little black button, kind of fun. So then I'm going to take a crayon, or I have a oil pastel, and just draw myself a stem. And a leaf. And there I have a very simple Kandinsky-inspired flower. So another thing that we can do for Kandinsky is use some oil pastels and just working with the circles like we were before. Oil pastels work. You can just use regular old crayons too, but oil pastels you should be able to find in a lot of craft stores. But again, we just want to work on our circles. So you can just take a blank piece of paper, and we're just working outside in. So we want to do a big circles and maybe color in part of it, or just make it a little bit of a thicker circle. And then we just keep going down with our other colors. So they can do a couple swirls like that, but we gotta stop and then move on to a different color. Kind of like a bunch of swirls, but we're working on our circles. And then one in the middle. So that's it. Really just a bunch of circles, and then you can do this over and over again and put them all together. Then you have this really beautiful modern art in the style of Vasily Kandinsky, just for your little one. You can also do this with paint. If you have those different colors of containers like this, you can dip them in paint and then dip them like this and just keep going down in size and down in size with different colors of paint until once it dries it becomes a painted concentric circle, just like that. So there's a couple different ways that you can kind of learn about Kandinsky while making some different circles.